Hey, today I'm going to be doing a model collection update. A lot of stuff has changed. I've added stuff, done some different stuff to models, so I'm going over that for September of 2020. So this is my 349. You can see that I've added a thumb to it and a different bucket. This is a 5-tooth bucket. I got that from Nick's Construction Diecast Models. So yeah, that's a change that's happened to that model. There'll be some more custom work done to it a little later on. These are my crusher and screening units. Nothing's really changed with those. So it's the jaw cone and that's the mobile screen there. 330 DL. I'm still gonna make this into a power stripe, and then I put the thumb and took the quick coupler off of that. So just got to get the decals printed and put on it. Right there, I got a 323 DL with a hammer. I want to do some custom stuff to this one too. You can see I've got auxiliary lines coming down it. I want to make this a power stripe as well. Back there is just a Norscot D6T. Yeah, nothing done to it. So I'll be going downstairs to the other models right now. Alrighty, so now we're in the display cases. Down in the office, you can see I've added some shelving to my cases, and did some customizing with that since I've got more models coming in the future, and I've had some of my old collection from where I used to live come up here too. So right there is the Norscot D10T that's been in my collection for a very, very long time. That came from when I moved out of my mom's house. She brought that up here. So I have that just in here with this. This is a new one. This is a D11N from Classic Construction Models. This is the black belt line with the 3-shank ripper and the U-blade. Very, very, very nice model. Got the Diecast Masters. These are all Diecast Masters models. The D9T, the skid steer, I think it's the 259. The D5K2, D10, T2. Back there is a custom D8R. You've seen that with the ROPS that I added to it and the decal. And this is my D8T. I've had this forever, but I did a customization to it. I put ROPS on it as well, some decals, and I added a 3-shank blade to it. Here, let me just tilt it sideways so you can kind of get a better view of that. So a D8R 3-shank blade. It's the match a buddy of mine's dozer that's in real life. So that's a customization that I've done to that. Here's another glass shelf for, like I said, future models. 740B, 740B EJ, 745s. Those are all the same. Did a little rearranging down here, I think, from the last video. I got the 385 CL from CCM 349E, 390F is still back there, and the 320 GC got moved over here. If it wasn't here in one of the previous videos, I can't really remember. Scrapers, 637K, 37E, 57B, the CCMs, all three of those. So, closing that, getting back over to I still have the grader there, but yeah, so getting to down here. I got another. These are Diecast Masters models D10 T2 988. Sorry for that light glare. I got the crusher and screen down here. D6R with a slope board. 320 DL with a thumb. 972K, 966K with forks. I don't remember. No, I don't think these were in the last video. That got brought from home, so that's here now. It's got, like I said, it's got a thumb. So, and then getting to the other display case, there's the Diecast Masters D11 Hex that came out this year. This is one of the other CCM D11Ns with like a black belt impact ripper, and it's got a straight blade on it. Also a really nice model. CCM 631, 51, 31E. Those are all scrapers. down here we have the 375L with the shear on it. I got the Norscot 336E back there and a 336D back there. And then I have the 375L with the sewer stick on it in here as well. So, loaders, got a 980M, 980K, 950K, 906M, 930K, and 982M all in there. And then all my mass excavators got moved down here. So these are all, with the exception of that one, that's a 374D by Diecast Masters, but 390D, 375 LME, and this is a 349 LME. So it's an ELME. So that's all the models in the office. I'll be going over to the dining room now. Alrighty, and this is probably going to be the biggest change, and for any of you crane guys out here who have been following me for a long time, you're going to know that I've got a pretty large crane model collection, and it hasn't been in any videos for a long time because they've been back at my mom's house, and when I moved out of state, I didn't take them with me initially. So, but now that I've got a permanent residence, I've got them all moved up here now. So, we've got the NZG 855 LeBaire. It's got a dragline on it. The Lamson Manawak 18,000. It's up there. I still need to reeve the hook on it, but other than that, it's set up down here. This is a MDT 178 in the red and white. Up there. Tower crane, flat top. Got the 81K self-erector. Got the Manawak 4100 tower. It's got the extension kit in it. It's got all but one section of tower in it, and then it's got full jib. Back there, it's hard to see it, but it's the Lamson, or sorry, not the Lamson, it's the Manawak 4100 ringer. Full extensions in it, all the boom. So, another Potain MDT 178. This is the Acromat version, so it's the orange and blue. So, and down I got the LR 1300. Nothing's changed with it as far as boom and jib. I haven't put the derrick on it or anything. I don't own it. I don't plan to ever get it. Back there hidden, it's the 16,000 it's TWH model. It's got full boom on it, windmill tip. So, and then while I've got the phone pointed up there, there's a 630 tower crane as a Conrad model, full jib and full tower. Got a Lamson 4100, and it's got the Lamson spreader bar kit with cables and shackles with a load on it. So, right here is my LTM 11200, and it's got full luffer jib on it. I don't have that extended yet, or I just don't have it extended. I have room to do it if I wanted to, but I've set it up and I probably will just leave it alone. 4100W with the clam, so it's just standard Manawak red. And then up here, the Grove 5130, the Link Belt 8080, Manawak 555, and the LTM 1050. If you've followed my old collection, crane video collection, I should say, you'll know that I have a LR 1600, LTM 1500, an LTM 1350, and a Cabelco crawler. I forget the model name on that. I still have them. They're just not finished yet. Still reassembling them, stringing, pretty tedious process, so I will show them in future videos when I have them done and set up on the table. They'll probably all squeeze back there. So, but yeah, like I said, for all you crane guys, I have my cranes back home and in my everyday collection. So I will be moving on now. Alrighty, so we're in the next display case. 825H Norscot model. This has been in my collection also for a long time. Got brought up. D6, LGP, D6T, custom with ROPS, or not ROPS, sweeps, and two D11s, Ts, U-Blade and Carry Dozer. Got the Norscot D6K in there now. That was also that's been in my collection forever. More shelving. I've done it to all my display cases. 336, 349F. There is a 309. I put a thumb on it. That's a custom. So I don't know if that was been done in any other videos, but it has been done. And I've also put Buddy's decaling on it since he owns that machine. Mini excavators back there, 301 I believe it is. Yeah, 320F and your standard 320 next gen is there. Down here we've got 627K, 21K, 735B. Track loaders, demo, standard ripper bucket, that's a D8K, U-Blade, open ROPS, 4-in-1 bucket, 973, D8K with a straight blade, a single shank, and the adjustable blade with open ROPS and winch. Those are all CCMs down there. Here I've gotten backhoes and wheeled excavators, and there's a skid steer back there, kind of all clumped together. So I got a Norscot 420E, another 420D, 420F2, and that's a 242, I believe, skid steer, 318F, 316D. So those are all up here now. It's kind of nice to have a shelf just for backhoes and backhoe-like machines. 983B, D9L, D10, D9H, all CCMs. And this one's changed around just a tiny bit. We got the 335F, the 323, the 330 next gen with the hex is back there. That got added to the collection. 323F with a thumb is back there, and the 308, I got the hammer on it. Kind of hard to see, but there he is back there. Graders, 18M, 16M, 140M, 12M, and 14M. Those are all in here. I think they're M3s, but 323DL, that's a Norscot, just a bucket, nothing done to it. Don't plan on it. There's a 323 next gen, comes with all the attachments. I got the breaker on it. It's got the hex on it, not the power edge. 330DL with the breaker on it. So these are the other two of the 4 D11Ns that just came out by CCM. So this is the Block C with the bright yellow lead paint, with a U-Blade single shank ripper. So I guess these actually did exist in real life, just very, very limited numbers. And there's the D11N with the black belt, single shank ripper, straight blade on it. And you can see kind of the difference in the yellows there. So 963D track loader, D7E. I'll probably end up moving those. As I get more models, I'm going to, especially since I got other CCM dozers that are on order, that once they come out, they'll probably be put in here, and I'll probably end up moving those somewhere else. So, and then these are 637, 27, and 57 with a 666 paint pan on it. So anyway, I will focus the camera on, let's see here. Let's move this over a little bit. Get a good kind of center up on that, I guess. Just to ramble on about models. Anyway, this is probably one of my favorites that's come out this year. So, getting to what's going to be coming next, I've got CCM models, a bunch of them. I've got the two D7s on order. I think they're D7 Gs. I've got the 350Ls. Those are on order. Those won't be out for a while, from what I understand. I got the 633 and the 37. Those are the paddle wheel scrapers. I've got those on order. From what I understand, those or the D7s will be coming out in December. We'll see which one, if not both. And I believe that is it from CCM that I have on order. I do know that they've got, I have the 57 and 51Es on order as well. So, but a lot of those models are not going to be coming out for a while. They don't even have prototypes of them yet. So, I just, like I said, I do have them on order, but they're not going to be in any collection video anytime soon, with the exception of the scrapers or the 7s that I just talked about. Diecast Masters, because I pretty much am just collecting cat models now. If you look at previous collection videos, you'll have seen that I've had a lot of Volvo, Komatsu, other model maker OEMs like that, and I've pretty much just with dirt stuff just been collecting Caterpillar. I think Diecast Masters has really upped their game with their models, and Classic Construction Models has always been a very top of the line model maker. So I've pretty much just been collecting from those two model makers now. Diecast Masters, I have seen that they are coming out with some older models that are coming out with the Hex. They're not new models. That's known. They're just redecaling them. I'll probably get some of those. I mean, like I said, I really like the 323, and I really like both versions, the Power Edge and the Hex. So I'll probably get the 336. I already have one with the Power Edge, and I have a 320 with the Power Edge. Next gens, I'll probably get those in the Hex, just because I really like those models. And I mean, the Hex does kind of give it a different look. So I will probably end up getting those in the Hex. I've seen that they got a grader. It's a rebadged. It's the 140, but it's rebadged to 150. But in real life, that's all they've done with the 140 is they've just redecaled it as a 150. I might get it. I'm not sure. And I've seen there's a 745 with the Hex too. We'll see. We'll see as far as models that I already have, which ones I get with the Hex. I don't want to get too many models that I already have that are the same, but like I have said, the Hex kind of does give it a different look and feel. So, but as far as stuff that I want them to make that I think they're gonna make in the future that will be announced next year is the 395, the D7. And I'm really hoping they make the 325. That's the zero tail swing. I'm really hoping that they come out with that, announce that. So those are kind of ones that I would like to see them make. There's some other SCAT has come out with more equipment. There's been some other stuff that I can see them make, but those are kind of like the three they got announced at ConExpo next year that I'm really just kind of praying that they model and replicate. I think a wheel loader would be cool with a Hex. I think a grader would be cool, like the 140 that has now the steering wheel and the old arm, the levers that they've pre-announced those. I think that would be cool, but I mean, realistically, I can see the 395, the D7, and the I'm really hoping the 325 Zero Tail swing gets modeled, because that is a really cool machine. So that will pretty much conclude this model review. We'll see what comes down the pipeline. And have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.